Hey guys, I realized I never gave you a full tour of our 7 acres here in Springfield, Missouri. So I thought we could do that today. This is a path that has been mowed and the husband and I walk. Here we are just behind the shop, going down the little path.
Property. I don't think I've done
pasture.
A full walkthrough.
And we walk this about every day.
Voiceover.
And I'm super excited about what's going on down there in the trees. We had somebody from the Missouri Department of Conservation come and gave us great ideas about how to return this. There's that mulberry tree we cut saplings off of. And the work that we're going to do, trying to return this overgrazed pasture to something usable. Here's the path in the trees, and the guy from the Missouri Department of Conservation suggested making this an arboretum and having a different variety of trees for wildlife, fruit and bushes, kind of like guilds, if you want to look up that term. And here we have different paths going around different tree stands and bush stands, and some of these are piles of trash. The fence line's right there behind those bushes, so I'm not sure if this is one, but the previous owners, they built the house in 1960 and then they lived here forever. And there was one guy that lived here right before us for about a year, but there were piles of trash. There you can see the tree line, you can see the barbed wire, but if you look inside, there's probably another 30 feet to the real property line. So we are planning on taking down all that barbed wire and clearing that all out. And there's another fence line over there. This is at the back of the property, the further southernmost, looking back towards the shop. Here we are a little bit more on the path. And this tree stand up here was all mulberry. Here's a better look into that empty area, densely treed. So if we get that all cleared out, that'll make some nice little seating spots and fun little places. These are all mulberries, so we were picking these when we would take our walk. You can sort of see the other path we had there in the sun. There's the shop and the house and the barns. And looking back from the direction we came, we're up at the southern and easternmost corner of the property. We have 7 acres here, 3 on top and probably 4 on the bottom. Looking back toward the house, but you can't see it because of the trees. And here we are on the eastern side. There are a lot of cedar trees and berry bushes along this fence line. And this eastern fence line is also not in the right spot. We need to have the land surveyed, and we'll eventually move that fencing back where it's supposed to be. There's an easement there. And there you can see the barn. And back from where we came from, where the trees are. We decided to cut through the middle. We didn't go all the way up to the road because this was shaded. And it was getting hot already. It was only, 9 o'clock in the morning. It was already hot out. So the fence line was over there.
Oh, did you want to walk on the outside to see how long the walk was? I want to cut all of these branches down for these cedar trees so that we can kind of walk under there. But Eric says we should leave them for the animals to have hiding spaces. I think the animals have enough hiding spaces. But we'll see. Cat
in there. What happens. I might just take my chainsaw. Oh, we heard a cat. There was a cat on the other side of the tree line. Usually our tuxedo cat will follow us. There's the tuxedo cat. But so he follows us on these walks, and we had him shaved down at the beginning of the season. His hair is growing in really funny. But also there's Steve. Steve doesn't usually come for walks with us, but today,
let's do it.
He decided to. So we had 2 cats today. And this is the old fence line. So there's some fencing in these bushes and scraggly stuff off to the right here in the middle of the upper and lower pasture. There's some stumps and stuff because it used to be a tree line. So here we are back up on top. This is the top pasture looking, I'll give you a full circle view here.
I would trust
all the way around.
The thing you measured out the map.
There's
more
the
than I would.
house. And I'm getting ready to put a garden in there. We'll be talking about that in the backyard. The chicken coop, and I think it's a horse barn. Eric thinks it's a tractor barn.